It all starts with a man, a dairy farmer named Michael Eavis, living on Worthy Farm in Somerset. In 1969, Michael attended the Bath Festival of Blues and Progressive Music and saw Led Zeppelin play. The energy and sense of community inspired him. He wondered, could he create something similar on his own land? It sounded mad. A farmer with no event experience dreaming of a rock concert in his fields. But Michael was drawn to the counterculture spirit of the time. He wanted to create a space for art, freedom and new ways of living. This wasn't just about music, it was about building a temporary society. Glastonbury, with its myths and legends, was the perfect setting. Michael's vision was rooted in the land, inspired by the free festival movement. He believed music and art should be accessible to all. The plan was DIY, enthusiasm, borrowed cash, and a handful of friends. They had to figure out everything from scratch, building a stage, providing water, sorting toilets. Michael wasn't a slick promoter. He was a man in wellies, passionate about music and people. The first festival was still a year away, but the seed was planted. The dream was to create something organic, something that grew from the Somerset soil. It was about more than a stage in a field. It was about a new kind of community. Michael's conviction was unwavering, even if others doubted him. He gathered a team of dreamers, ready to take a risk. The vision was set, a festival that would change everything. The countdown to Glastonbury had begun. The first event happened in 1970, called the Pilton Pop, Blues and Folk Festival. It took place the day after Jimi Hendrix died, a bittersweet moment. About 1,500 people attended. Tickets were £1 and milk from Michael's cows was free. The Kinks were supposed to headline, but T-Rex stepped in last minute. The stage was simple, built from scaffolding with Glastonbury Tour as a backdrop. There were no big sponsors or security, just music lovers in a field. The festival lost money, and Michael was left with debts. Most would have quit, but Michael saw something special. The joy and energy in the fields outweighed the financial loss. In 1971, the Glastonbury Fair was born, a free event, even more idealistic. New organisers joined and the first pyramid stage appeared. David Bowie played at sunrise, creating a legendary moment. The festival was raw, authentic and magical. It was more than a party, it was a pilgrimage. Each year the legend grew one muddy, magical moment at a time. The dream was alive despite the challenges. Glastonbury was becoming a place where anything felt possible. The festival's spirit was infectious, drawing more dreamers each year. It was a celebration of music, freedom and community. The seeds of a legend had been sown. Glastonbury was here to stay. In the 1970s, the festival was sporadic, struggling with finances and identity. But the 1980s changed everything. Glastonbury became an annual event. Michael Eavis took control, partnering with groups like CND, giving the festival a political edge. It was no longer just escapism, it was a statement. Attendance grew from thousands to tens of thousands. The media took notice, and TV brought Glastonbury into homes nationwide. The festival became mainstream, the bands bigger, the crowds larger. The small gathering transformed into a sprawling, temporary city. With growth came challenges, more infrastructure, more security, and of course more mud. By the 1990s, Glastonbury was the festival to play and to attend. Britpop bands like Oasis and Blur defined a generation on the pyramid stage. The festival captured the cultural heart of the nation, but popularity brought problems, breached fences, gate crashes, and safety concerns. Michael had to professionalize the event. In 2002, a super fence was built, controversial but necessary. It kept the festival safe and preserved its unique atmosphere. Glastonbury had grown up, balancing organisation with its original spirit. The festival became a British institution without losing its soul. It was a turning point, proof that Glastonbury could evolve and endure. The festival's heart remained, even as it expanded. It was now a fixture of British culture. Glastonbury had become legendary but never lost its roots. The spirit of the original dream still pulsed through every field. It was a place where music, politics and community collided. The festival's evolution was its strength. Glastonbury was now a world-famous phenomenon, and it was just getting started. The pyramid stage is Glastonbury's beating heart, a symbol as iconic as the tour. To headline here is the ultimate achievement for any musician. Legends like David Bowie, the Rolling Stones, Beyoncé and Adele have graced this stage. Each performance adds to the festival's rich history. Sometimes magic happens, like Johnny Cash's Sunset set in 1994. These moments become Glastonbury folklore. The pyramid isn't just for legends, it's a launchpad for new talent. Pulp's 1995 set, a last-minute replacement, made them stars overnight. The festival has the power to anoint the next big thing. Artists know the stakes are high, but the rewards are greater. Dolly Parton's 2014 performance drew one of the biggest crowds ever. Her warmth and showmanship created pure joy. These are more than gigs, they're communal experiences. Over 100,000 people united by music and the moment. The pyramid stage is where history is made, year after year. It's a cathedral of music, a place where legends are born. The pressure is immense, but the magic is undeniable. Glastonbury's legacy is written on this stage. Glastonbury's magic lies in its diversity, not just its headliners. With over 100 stages across 900 acres, it's a musical world tour. One moment you're hearing Malian blues, the next you're raving to electronic beats. The Other Stage and John Peel. Stage showcase rising stars and alternative sounds. Discovery is at the festival's core. Your new favorite band might be playing to a small crowd. Acoustic, folk, electronic and experimental music all have their own spaces. The southeast corner transforms at night into a surreal, immersive wonderland. Art installations, theatre and dance music create a wild, hedonistic atmosphere. Glastonbury breaks down musical boundaries and unites generations. You might see a soul legend, a grime MC and a techno DJ in one day. The audience is as diverse as the music. People of all ages and backgrounds. The festival encourages open minds and new passions. It's a place to broaden horizons and discover the unexpected. Glastonbury's variety is its secret weapon. It's a celebration of creativity in every form. Glastonbury is as much about its people as its music. For 5 days, a city larger than Bath rises from the fields. The Glastonbury spirit is real. Togetherness, adventure, and goodwill. Strangers become friends, helping each other and sharing stories. Wandering the site is a tradition. Circus acts, crafts and talks on sustainability await. The greenfields offer a taste of the festival's counter-cultural roots. Camping is a rite of passage. Finding a spot, setting up and bonding with neighbors. Campsites become villages, each with its own vibe. Living in a tent, rain or shine, creates a unique camaraderie. Unofficial rituals, first cider, the trek to the Glastonbury sign, bind the community. The shared experience is what brings people back year after year. It's more than a ticket to see bands, it's a ticket to a new way of living. Glastonbury is a temporary society built on music and kindness. The memories last long after the tents are packed away. That's the true magic of the festival. Mud is a Glastonbury tradition as much as music. The British summer is unpredictable. Rain turns fields into a muddy quagmire. Mud becomes a character in the festival's story. Navigating the site is a challenge. Wellies are essential. There's camaraderie in the struggle. Everyone's in it together. Organisers lay trackways and wood chip, but sometimes the mud wins. Surviving a muddy year is a badge of honour. The mud is a great leveller. Status disappears when everyone's caked in brown. It adds to the adventure and unpredictability. People talk about mud years with pride. The mess makes the sunshine and music feel even sweeter. You have to surrender to it, embrace the chaos. The mud strips away pretense and brings people closer. It's a fundamental part of the Glastonbury experience. In the mud, everyone is equal. As Glastonbury's fame soared, so did ticket demand. In the early days, you could pay at the gate. Now, tickets sell out in minutes. The scramble for tickets is a national ritual. Refreshing browsers, hoping for luck. Touts became a problem, selling tickets at inflated prices. Michael Eavis wanted real fans, not profiteers. In 2007, photo registration was introduced. Tickets became non-transferable. This wiped out touting, but demand still far exceeds supply. Getting a ticket feels like winning the lottery. The scarcity adds to the festival's allure. The annual ticket sale is newsworthy in itself. Organisers try to make the process fair, but there's no easy fix. The site can't get bigger without losing its soul. The ticket scramble is part of the Glastonbury journey. The prize, a place at the greatest show on earth. For those who make it, the experience is priceless. Why does Glastonbury still captivate after 50 years? It's more than music or mud, it's authenticity. Still run by the Eavis family, still on the same farm, still giving millions to charity. Glastonbury has a conscience and a soul. It's a rite of passage, a pilgrimage for generations. Grandparents, parents and children share the same field and the same magic. The festival reflects the times, music, politics and social change. It's a place to escape, but also to dream of a better world. Glastonbury is a utopian experiment, a vision of a more joyful society. It offers real connection. In a digital world, it brings people together. Singing with 100,000 others, laughing with strangers, sharing sunsets. These moments linger long after the music ends. Glastonbury is living history, always reinventing itself. That's why we keep coming back. The legend endures because it's real.